Welcome to the Road Beyond podcast. I'm Todd Duplantis, and we are coming to you from the Houston City College television studios today with some of the most intriguing content you'll get in the next half hour, and that's guaranteed.
Money back?
We are doing refunds.
Okay.
We'll refund your half hour. Doug will pay for it out of his pocket. You got
Yeah, because I'm making so much. You should see. You can't see it. My back pocket has a hole in it. I'm Doug O'Brien with Houston's Eagle. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget, you can like, follow, and share. You can find us on all the social media platforms. We're on Facebook, Instagram. We also have a YouTube page that you can subscribe to. And Todd put stuff up on his X account at Todd Duplantis 65.
That's right.
I remember.
That's right. Yeah, you got it. You got the spiel down now.
Yes.
We have got a jam-packed half hour, some updates, and you're just going to have to stick around for the second segment. Totally different. Have that totally different.
That one's my fault. I'll take the blame now. But if you're a fan of space, aliens, or just cosmic mysteries, then this one's going to knock your socks off, I promise.
That's right. You've heard of it before. We've covered UFOs, military secrets, conspiracy theories. We've covered it all, and even the Bell Witch. But today we're looking at one of the biggest puzzles in the history of astronomy, the legendary WOW signal.
All right. So for anyone new to this story, here's the quick recap. You ready? So on August 15th, 1977, Ohio State's Big Ear radio telescope picked up a 72-second narrowband radio burst. It was so strong that astronomer Jerry Eyman circled it in the printout and actually wrote one word. He just wrote WOW, and that name has stuck for many years.
Now, the origin of the signal has been debated for decades. In fact, was it an interstellar hydrogen, a passing comet, a magnetic flare, or something even stranger?
So for the last 50 years, this new idea is actually turning heads. Harvard astrophysicist, we love talking about this guy.
Get him on the show.
We should. We got to reach out to him. Yes, the same Avi Loeb that's behind the Muamua debates just suggested that the WOW signal might not have been random at all. It may have been coming from our interstellar visitor.
Now, this visitor is called, you know it, you love it, 3I Atlas. It's a freshly detected interstellar comet, glowing green, shedding mass, and moving at 60 kilometers per second. According to Loeb's analysis on that very night back in 1977, 3I Atlas was about 600 astronomical units from Earth. That's 600 times the Earth-Sun distance. Think about that for a
So here's where it gets wild. The sky coordinates back then, they were just a few degrees away from where the WOW signal originated. Now, that probability of such a close alignment is 0.6%, and that's hard to just be a mistake.
Very, very similar. If that burst really did come from 3I Atlas, that's what we're thinking, the transmitter would have needed an output between 0.5 and 2 gigawatts. Now, that's basically the power of a nuclear reactor, except this thing was out in deep space, hundreds of AU away.
So the frequency also matters here, right? The WOW was detected at 1420.4556 megahertz. We all know it well. I've got it tuned on my radio. All right, that is the hydrogen line, as they call it. Basically, the universal SETI hailing frequency. It was also slightly blue shifted about 10 kilometers per second towards Earth, which matches the velocity you would expect from an inbound interstellar object.
And yet no radio telescope has aimed directly at 3I Atlas yet. That's the crazy part. The object is in our solar system now, just shooting around, and nobody's seriously listening. And, hey, let's take a look at this thing.
But that's about to change, because between now and October 7th, NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter and ESA's Mars orbiters will pass within 29 million kilometers of 3I Atlas. And then between November 2nd and 25th of this year, ESA's JUICE mission will scan it near Jupiter.
Now, just today, was able to pull a new shot of 3I Atlas.
Well, okay,
and it's
cool.
Pretty intriguing. We're going to take a look at it right now. Now, one of our ex-followers that we've covered on this show, Dr. Red Colley, he says that this green glow is because it's got some type of nickel component around it.
I've heard about this.
And nickel is used on spacecraft.
Yes, because it's used in spacecraft, from what I understand, that when the propulsion happens with the spacecraft, that the nickel is burned, and therefore the outgassing contains nickel. Comets usually do not.
Right.
That's the oddity
And
here.
that's what's making, in fact, is this the real chance to put the mystery of 3I Atlas to rest? What can we do? Get concerned? Max out your credit cards? Do we answer back, fire a laser, send an interceptor? What do we do?
Well, our good friend Avi Loeb warns that any interpretation we make will be biased by our earthbound experience. So because we're not alien,
Yeah, we're biased.
we
Yeah.
may not totally understand it. But if the wow really was an interstellar message, we might have completely misunderstood it, like an ant sort of watching a motorcyclist go by. Which makes a lot of sense.
And would probably be pretty terrifying.
Yes.
And his new Loeb scale even suggests a rank 10 means imminent threat, a Trojan horse, or on our doorsteps. Think about that for a second, folks. Even lower ranks, he says, demand contingency planning, like get ready for this.
So our options are an alien attack or it's rapture. There's like, those are
One of those things. I'm saying, max out the credit card all you can.
Think about it. Nearly 50 years after that famous signal, we might have had an artificial interstellar transmitter hiding in plain sight, and it's now passing through our solar system.
The wow may have not been a fluke. In fact, it may have been the first contact. Think about that with 3I Atlas, which was decades ago. This time, with Mars and Jupiter watching, we could get more of an answer. So far, it's just a blurry green shot.
I heard that a guy,
You know a guy?
astronomer, not me personally, but it's a guy who has like a super telescope.
Yeah.
That he supposedly has gotten images of this, and it is not shaped like any interstellar object we've seen. Now, this is not confirmed. This is just some guy on the internet. So,
A guy.
Yeah, let's take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But AI has taken and cleaned up the image, and it does oddly kind of look like the Star Trek Enterprise, which
Because we
makes
can
me suspicious.
trust AI, as we know.
I just wanted to throw it out there. If you happen to see it, we know it's there, but we're going to investigate it some more.
Hey, why don't we look at some cool UFO pics and videos?
Yes.
What do you say?
Absolutely.
This next one, not much known about it, but it's kind of intriguing. Spotted over the Gulf of Guatemala. I didn't know Guatemala had a Gulf.
Yeah, I know. I did not.
I didn't either. And French Guiana. I know that from Papillon.
Right.
Remember that? But
That's very similar to what the amateur astronomer.
And the mystery continues, folks. Yes, it is. Yeah, I know what picture you're talking about.
Okay, now
but
what is it doing?
I don't know.
Why is it flying like that?
There's your Star Trek Enterprise.
That it does, doesn't it?
It does kind of look like it.
Yeah, but
so if this turns out to be 3I Atlas or part of it or similar to it, you saw it here first. Okay, let's take a look at this one. This was shown at UFO hearings. Yes, it is legit. You ever want to know what happens when you shoot a Hellfire missile at a UFO?
This is crazy. Yeah, I think this is crazy.
Yeah. So here's a UFO, mind its own business, and they shoot a Hellfire missile at it.
Right there in the middle.
Doesn't even affect it.
But if you look, a couple of little things come off of it, but not destroyed. It rejoined.
It just rejoins together. Amazing.
That is one of the most powerful missiles that we have in our arsenal, and barely bothered it.
If 3I Atlas is coming here, not much we're going to do about it. Okay, this is kind of intriguing because for years I read about crop circles. I used to hear on the old Art Bell show, he would talk about lots of people on there, but you never would see one form live on camera.
I think I know what you've got here.
I've got right here. This is amazing. Look at this. It's a crop circle that forms on camera. Yep.
I saw this.
What the heck is going on there?
Actually, this is a different one. I saw one that didn't make that center, so this is even cooler than the one I saw.
Yeah, we always wondered, and now this, of course, obviously, it could be AI generated. It could just be a big hoax, somebody that triggered this. But regardless, if you ever want to see a crop circle form, you have now.
That is very cool. They did experiments where some guys went out and they used like a piece of wood with string. Only thing is,
they were trying.
It would take hours to do.
It's weird because they take a look at the corn or the wheat when it goes down, and it's almost like it's steam pressed.
Yeah.
And there's also reports where I've seen pictures of fields or videos of fields before they find a crop circle, and reportedly there are glowing orbs that go around.
I think I've seen some video of that as well. And the other thing too is that things at times will not grow where it has happened, right?
A lot more to cover on this.
It's either legit or it's an insurance scam by the farmer.
Yeah.
It's one or the other.
One way or another, it made it to the show. So there you go. Next segment you won't want to miss. Doug's been noodling around in the internet.
I stay up late, and I found some.
You're going to be
some wacky stuff.
Victim of what he found. Coming up next, we'll be back after this.
I'm learning healthcare management while providing patient care.
I came back to grow my skills, even after I graduated.
And if I can't make it in person, I take my classes online.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Welcome back to the Road Beyond podcast. Don't forget, we are on all social media platforms. We'd love for you to like, shallow and fair.
Yeah. Okay.
Follow and share. I'm Doug O'Brien from Houston's Eagle.
And I'm Todd Duplantis, who's not creating his own language. Today, we're going to do something a little different for this next segment. We're going to cover the wide world of wacky sports. In other words, Doug's been going crazy on the internet.
It's a lot of fun. You can forget about football. You can forget about baseball, basketball. This is, I promise you, next level weird.
Next level weird. Let's kick things off with bubble ball. Haven't heard of it? Well, you're going to see it now. It's also called, love this name, Zorb Soccer. This is basically soccer meets demolition derbies, throw in some bumper cars. Sounds like a great thing to do if you've been drinking. You climb inside. Yeah, you climb inside the giant inflatable hamster ball and leaving your legs sticking out. What could go wrong there? And then you try to play soccer.
Yep, except most of the game is just people bouncing off of each other like popcorn in a microwave. I don't even know if anybody keeps score, I'll be honest.
Do you need to?
No.
It all started in Norway because those wacky Norwegians. You'll find leagues in the UK and even here in the US. And honestly, I would watch the Super Bowl if it was played like this.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
But next up, we've got snail racing. Yep, you heard me right. This is actually a thing every summer in Congham, England. They crown the world's fastest snail.
The track is about 13 inches across. For those of you keeping score at home, it's about the size of a pizza, one of the frozen pizzas that you regret at 2 a.m.
It's funny because they actually put numbers on these things, and the winning time is usually around 2 minutes, which means, no joke, it's still faster than some Wi-Fi I've used.
No, you were still using till last week. That's a dial-up, right?
Absolutely. It's my AOL connection.
Yeah, sad they finally took that away. I wonder if these snails wind up in escargot dishes after this.
I don't know, but I just find it bizarre that people literally gather to watch this.
Yeah, bizarre. All right, Doug, you're a dad. Ever had to iron a shirt before an event?
Absolutely, of course, but I've never done it while hanging off a cliff. That's the crazy part.
Well, that's the Extreme Ironing World Championships, which is now underway in the UK. But you could see a trend, UK, Europe, they got some weird stuff.
They do.
Over there. People hike, ski, and even scuba dive with an ironing board.
Nothing says manly adventure like pressing pleats while hanging off a cliff.
I mean, look at these people.
It's crazy.
Yeah, okay. Oh, here, the Germans are going to take it to another level. Snowboarding downhill and with an iron in one hand, a board in another, and there's one, hanging from the side of a mountain.
Yeah, it is absolutely nuts. Meanwhile, honestly, my iron is still just cold in the laundry. I'm going to invent extremely lazy ironing. I think it'll be successful.
Staying on the European theme, next up, disco football. Where do you think you find this? This one came out of Italy and Germany. Imagine a mix of soccer and 1970s Saturday Night Fever, but this is really a SNL.
You got to watch this one completely because the people are dancing and they get scored not only by soccer, but also on their dance moves. It is absolutely crazy.
Okay.
I just don't see this happening.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's over here, boys. You know,
what do choreographers do when they're out of work? It's this.
Yeah.
Honestly, if FIFA added mirror balls and a BG soundtrack, I might actually watch soccer. Forget the VAR. I'm into this, man. This is fun. Would you do it?
No. There's not even a question. Would you do it? I'd rather set my hair on fire. Finally, my personal favorite, another one of would you do it? Don't even ask about this one.
Finland.
Going back, staying over in Europe. You know, I'm getting where I'm going with this. Hobby Horse Championships. In Finland. Check this out.
It is as wacky as they get. It's like equestrian show jumping, but instead of an actual horse, there's a person riding a stick with a horse head on it, and these people practice and they have a championship. Teenagers in Finland train for months, prancing, jumping hurdles. They have these toy horses. I actually saw another one where they take their toy horse and show it the jumps so it's not scared.
You know why these guys have a lot of time to do this? Because they don't go out on dates. That's why.
That's I think also it's cold out, so they have to invent things to do to keep themselves active. But the weird thing, I've tried it, and the cops always show up and ask me if I'm okay. So I don't know if it's going to take off here.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago, and you weren't wearing clothes. And front yard. We're going to let that go.
Maybe no pants had something to do with it.
Yeah, no pants was a big deal. But if you do get a visit from the cops, Doug knows where to how to get out of it.
I can help you out.
Should you film it? Middle-aged man tries hobby horse, pulls a hamstring.
That is exactly what would happen if I did it at my age now, without a doubt.
I mean,
it's nutty. These are all legitimate. I did not make any of this stuff up. This is all legitimate sports. Most of it, as you saw, takes place in Finland, the Netherlands, Europe. But bubble wrap soccer, snail derbies, ironing on cliffs, disco dance-offs, and hobby horses in Helsinki. You got to love the alliteration there. Sports are a more creative way than just who can throw the ball the hardest or the farthest.
And the best part is these sound like something you'd invent at a college party. The difference is most people inventing these at a college party would be drunk.
Yep,
These people, I assume, are doing this very sober.
Yeah, I know. I'll bet you alcohol is involved in the creation.
Involved with the creation of watching it, number one. Wow, there you go. See how far we've evolved with the internet?
I know. I would actually go and watch one of these events just to see it.
Do a story on one and go there and just,
Let's see if we can get HCC to foot the bill. We'll tell them it's research.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of things coming up at the end of the month, we've got a big event we're going to tell you about more next week. We touched on it last week, but 31st, Halloween night, Beyond the Veil is the name of the event.
Yes, we're going to be out there with the Ghostest of Galveston. We're going to do a paranormal event at Hotel Galvez.
Yeah, they call it the Grand Galvez.
Oh, the Grand Galvez.
Yeah, but it was the old Hotel Galvez.
Yeah, we showed pictures. If you did not see it, go back and watch last week's show. All right, it's up on all of our social sites, YouTube channel. You can subscribe and see it. It is fascinating, some of the pictures. I hope to see that guy that was hanging out, the ghost that was hanging out in the pictures.
Well, it's just going to be fun. That was the weirdest thing when you see the guy in the back of the pictures, because it's just if no one told you it was a ghost, it just looks like some dude standing around the back.
When I first saw the photos, I was trying to find what was paranormal about it. Yeah, because everybody in there looked absolutely normal, but there's just one guy hanging out back here. Yeah. And you never really see his face. He's always like turned to the side or has his back to you. I hope he shows up, but apparently he's been there. He worked there for years and years.
He's only been dead for about 35, 40 years.
Yeah, but he's beloved by the people there. So it's going to be fun, and we're going to record every single minute of it and have it for you to watch.
Yes, so look for that in the future. Okay, time to take another break. When we return,
bare necessities.
See you after the flip side. On the flip side. Back in 2 and 2. Remember that?
Yes.
Remember that guy?
Chuck Woolery.
Yeah.
I'm not just studying AI, I'm designing solutions to make the world a better place for us all.
I didn't just study buildings. I connected them with tech to make them smarter.
And if I can't make it in person, I take my classes online.
Kids will be kids, which just goes to say kids will be curious. They get into everything, everything. If there's a loaded firearm in the house, they could get their hands on that too. Keeping firearms locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition in a place inaccessible to kids can help keep your loved ones safe from family fire. Safe gun storage saves lives.
Welcome back to the Road Beyond podcast. I'm Todd Duplantis.
I'm Doug O'Brien from Houston's Eagle, and it is time for bare necessities. Now, we all know the economy is tough right now.
It is.
We're all
people are doing second jobs.
Yep, we're picking up side gigs.
Yeah.
It's even affecting the animal kingdom. Take a look at this. This otter is trying to pay the bills.
Got to pay the bills. Got to pay
Look
the
at
bills.
this.
He is getting down.
You know, there's some Marvin Gaye playing in the background. You know,
yeah, that otter is getting down. He should. If you had a bunch of otters doing that, I'd probably watch. Over the people dancing and playing soccer at a disco.
Really, you'd rather watch an otter little pole dancing?
Over a disco soccer playing? Yeah. Any day of the week.
Hey, no judgment here.
Okay.
We watch and we don't judge.
We don't. I just got to pay our bills, man. All right. You ever sit at the couch and watch a scary movie with your dog?
Of course.
Well, these dogs apparently get pretty freaked out over it. Take a look at these. Definitely a bunch of dogs. There's one of them. Oh, yeah, he's done. Yeah.
See, now the crazy thing, I had always heard dogs can't see 2D, so they can't see TV, but clearly they can. Look at that. That scared him off the couch.
It's a proven thing. Yeah, look at this one. Yeah, this one. He doesn't want any part of this. He's got to have. And this one, he's done.
Invested though. Look, he's like, okay.
Yeah, I can't handle this.
Oh,
this
no.
one, yeah, he's really got it down.
The eyes tell you everything.
Yeah. I think this was the one of this dog. He turned his back to the whole thing.
He's like, nope, I'm done.
Yeah. There's another one. This guy's forcing that poor dog to watch this. Yeah, and here's the last one, I think.
Oh,
yeah, this dog isn't having any of it.
She's using the dog to hide. Yeah, he wants nothing to do with Darth.
So it is a thing. And years ago, I had this poodle named Peter Frampton. And it was funny because the first thing I noticed, we took him on a trip.
Right.
And we're watching TV, and they have some wildlife documentary on, and polar bears come on.
Right.
He just goes crazy after the polar bears.
Really?
I mean, terrified of polar bears. He used to literally would jump in bed with me every night and watch TV, and he would sit on the sofa next to me and literally watch TV. If I'm watching football games, he'd be watching it. I have proof. Here's a picture of Peter Frampton sitting next to me watching television. Now, that's him watching TV.
Right.
I confront him about it. Here's the second picture. Well, I'm like, what are you doing watching TV? And this is the picture you get there. He simply turns his head looking at me like, what, me? What, me?
I'm not doing anything here.
Yeah.
There's another video, I'll see if I can find it, of a cat watching a scary movie, but it's like up close.
Oh, yeah.
And the eyes,
are just,
Yeah, you know how big eyes, eyes are on cats, and it is intense.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find that because it is absolutely amazing. But animals, I mean, they're the best. We don't deserve them, and they're so much fun. Went by the ASPCA yesterday we were looking for a little pet.
What? Just though this past weekend, my partner, we went to one of the houses she's renovating, and they found 4 kittens.
Oh, okay. It's over.
They're now at my house.
Okay.
Yeah, and so we're fostering the kittens. I think they get all their shots this week.
I'll let Jacqueline know.
Yeah, but I
wanted a dog. I wanted a dog. Yeah, she wants a cat.
Well,
so
you'll probably wind up with both sooner or later.
We'll probably call you this week.
Yeah, we got cats. You need one? Let me know.
That is nuts.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're a lot of work.
Well, I'll film, if we get the cat from you, which I'm sure we will, I'll film the cat watching TV.
So you may get some new content in the next few
absolutely.
weeks.
And if you guys have anything like that, your dogs, your cats, your chicken, whatever, watching TV, please send it to us. You can always hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, also YouTube. We check it all the time.
This 3-eye atlas thing, folks, I am afraid the story is not over. I expect we'll have an update next week. In fact, I've already saved some things that just came out today.
I'm also working on a story. They turned on a... Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I
didn't know what was going on there. No. It's like voices from Scott.
I'm working on a story. They turned on a new a telescope, I believe it is, for like 10 hours, and it picked up over 2,000 new objects in the sky. There's debate. Are they asteroids? Or something else? Because they're kind of moving in a swarm pattern. So I'm working on that as well.
We've got a lot coming up, a lot to talk about. Thanks for being here on the Road Beyond podcast. I'm Todd Duplantis.
I'm Doug O'Brien from Houston Eagle. See you next week.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
(150/90).
180 over 111.
160 over 110. I had a stroke.
Your blood pressure numbers could change your life. Lowering them could save you from having a stroke. If you've stopped your treatment plan, restart it or talk to your doctor about creating one that works better for you. Start taking the right steps at manageyourbp.org.
Now I'm, trying to get better, stronger than ever.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.